right.
you
So
go ahead.
I am Dr. Dana, and this is Laura. And today we have the privilege. I'm so excited to chat with Cindy Kelly. I met Cindy. Well, we first met, I guess, online, just back and
Yeah.
forth, chatting about coming to BNI, and then I loved your energy just through just talking to you, texting. And then when I met you, I love your energy. If I had half of your energy, I cannot even imagine what I could get done in my life. So welcome. Tell us a little
Thank
bit
you.
about yourself.
Thank you. I'm Cindy Kelly. My business is Alive and Well Center for Natural Healing. I'm a stage 3 terminal colon cancer survivor. Out of 100 people in 21 years ago, out of 100 people that tried an experimental chemotherapy, I'm the only one left.
Wow.
So I don't think that it was chemo. I think I'm a miracle.
Yes.
And I was meant to do more things.
Absolutely.
So, born and raised California.
We won't hold that against you.
Now in Branson.
Here in Branson, yes.
I was called to Branson. My business formed because of my cancer. And after I was alive and well, and there's a cool story that goes along with my business name, I'll tell you later. But after I realized I'm still alive, I started the business so I can teach people that you don't have to die from cancer.
Yeah.
There's other ways
Yeah.
we can do this. So, that's it. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, don't stay visually till later. Just tell
Okay.
us a little quick
Yes.
synopsis about Alive and Well.
Of Alive and Well. Okay,
Yes.
so when I thought I was dying, a full year of chemo, they said they took half my colon, half my stomach,
gosh.
bunch of lymph nodes. They said, you're probably going to die. Go home, tell your husband what to do, make your videos for your kids, write your letters, and good luck.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
And
gosh.
I'm like, oh, no, I don't feel like I'm dying. And he said, yeah, it's headed to your liver really fast, and we don't have anything to stop this particular rare cancer. We'll let you know, but go home and have your celebration of life party, and we'll call you. And I'm like, okay. So
Oh,
went
wow.
home.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
No, I can't.
Went
either.
home, wrote my letters to my kids for each
Right.
thing, yeah. And I still have those letters. Every year my kids ask for them. I'm like, I'm not dead yet. And they're in the safe, And so made my videos. We actually had a celebration of life party. They gave me a puppy. I'm dying.
Oh.
Why you give me a puppy?
Oh.
Cute little puppy.
Yes.
And so, but in the middle of that celebration of life party, they called me and they said, hey, we found this chemotherapy. It's against the law, really, but we're
Wow.
going to do it on 100 of you.
And for California,
For
that's got to
California,
be something.
They're like, you got to sign all these pages. You could die in 3 days. It could kill your
Wow.
liver in 3 days. But you got about 3 weeks anyhow, according to our paperwork we have here. You want to try it? And I'm like, okay, I guess. I knew nothing of natural,
goodness.
healthy. I was that woman that took their kids to the donut shop every morning. They got donut holes. I got a large Dr. Pepper.
Right?
That was breakfast for the day, right? Breakfast of
Wow.
champions. I didn't learn healthy.
Mm.
It just wasn't taught to me. And so we started chemotherapy immediately. And along the journey of chemotherapy is when I was so sick, I had to learn ways to get me through the
Right.
poison they were pumping into me.
Right.
I'm not against that. If you got to do that, do that. But there's other things like IVs.
Right.
I learned about IVs.
Right.
I never knew that you could put vitamins that way, so I learned all that. And so I was just not getting better, but I wasn't dead yet. A month. And I'm like 6 months in, well, not dead, So I was reading books. We didn't have Facebook and
Right.
YouTube. So I was reading books. The kids went to the library and got me books. So I learned all this natural stuff, and I learned vitamins and minerals and healthy thinking.
Mhm.
Right.
No one was allowed to come into my house and say, I'm sorry you're dying. They weren't allowed to come in the
No.
house this is how it became so positive.
Right.
Because
Right.
every day I see the sunrise, I'm like, oh, alive and well.
Oh, how
so,
awesome.
So after a year I went to school. I'm like, what can I do with my life? And I'm like, I'm gonna teach people
Yes.
that you don't have to die.
Yes.
Or if you do die, we're going to prolong that death,
Right.
with healthy things. And so how the business came about, the business name is on one of my really, really aggressive chemotherapies. I have really long hair, and I had long hair then. My hair was falling out. I had went into the bathroom and combed my hair, and that was the day, right?
Yeah.
And my
Right,
hair was
right.
falling out. And so my kids were in T-ball, my oldest son, and we had a really cool team mom. And everyone in my area, I had lots of backup females, strong, powerful females that helped me through this. And they were allowed to just walk into my house at any time, any day. Sometimes I was on the couch just practically dead. And I would wake up and dishes were done. Food was on the stove.
Oh,
My
wonderful.
laundry was done. Who knows who did it? I
Right?
don't know.
Wow.
Somebody would just come in. So I had a great backup. So one of the ladies came in, the team mom of my son's baseball team, and she came in and I was in the bathroom sobbing, just
Right.
sobbing. Not of the cancer, but that my hair was
Oh, sure.
falling
Right.
out.
Absolutely.
For a woman, that's
Right.
in,
Oh,
like,
it's huge. Yeah.
today's the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose it all, And
Yeah.
it was very just powerful thing to just in the brush. So she walked in and she's like, oh, no, I don't have time for this. I got kids in the car. I got this going on. Get up. And she grabbed me by the hand. She set me in the living room and she just ripping at my hair. And I'm like, ow,
Right.
And she's just pulling out my hair. And she goes in the kitchen. She gets a Ziploc baggie. She puts it in the baggie. My hair I'm nearly bald. It's
Yeah.
just fell out in one day. It's
Wow.
patchy and gross. And I have I have a hefty bag. I mean, a Ziploc freezer bag full of hair. She's like, there's your hair. And the whole time she's ripping through she's like, you're alive and well, and that's all that matters. Your hair will go back. You're alive and well. You're alive and well. And it just kind of stuck in my head,
Right.
And I didn't think about a business at that time. But so she's like, I got to go. Kids are in the car. I love you. I'll see you later. I'll be back tomorrow to cook you dinner. And I just sat there like, what just happened?
Right.
Oh, my gosh. And then, my husband comes home, and it's like, oh, my gosh. Like, I had my beanie on. He's like, why'd you be in? So years later, we're at, the kids are grown,
Right.
like 18 years later. We're at a barbecue to celebrate the kids. And one of the daughters says, we start talking about the day my hair fell out and what happened that day. And her older daughter, who's an adult now, says, oh, I remember that day. And I'm like, how do you remember that day? You're like 6. And she goes, oh, Mom came out of your house, like stomping out,
Right.
got in the car. We pulled around the corner, and my mom lost it.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
And I was like, you never told me that. She's like, I had to be strong for you.
Right.
And the daughter said, well, she sat and cried for at least 10 minutes.
Wow.
And she was shaking, and she had to compose herself and then drive us home. And I was like, you never told me that.
Right.
And she said, I couldn't. I had to just be strong for you. So that's how the business name came about, because she kept saying, you're going to keep people alive and well someday. You're going to keep people alive and well because you're
Yes.
alive and well. And that's how it started.
I love
What
it.
an amazing story.
Oh, I
That's how
agree.
it started.
I agree.
And my hair grew back.
Yay! And it's beautiful. It's absolutely
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Man, I love that story, thinking like strong women. And it's hard to be a strong woman.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a strong woman for other women who
Yeah.
really need that, right? And I just love that, like, have the freedom to stand strong
She
for
did.
other females, even if that means you got to walk away for a minute and cry.
Yeah,
right?
if she would have just babied me, it wouldn't have
Oh,
been as good.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
She really, really treated me like, get up, pull your big
Right.
girl pants on, put your crown on,
Right, and go.
and let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that was in California, right?
was in California.
So how did you get to Missouri?
Oh, golly. Okay. So I am excited to be in Missouri, but I am exhausted.
Oh, I bet.
So how that started was, I've been in business for 20 years with this. In California, I have over 10,000 clients.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
that's crazy. Like you just tell us a story about you are almost dead.
I'm
right?
almost dead, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And you're like 1 out of 100 people who are still alive.
Yeah.
And now it's 20 years later?
20 years later.
20 years later.
Yeah,
and here you
21
are,
now, 21 because I've been here a year.
That's
So,
crazy.
21 years.
And-
And 10,000 people.
Over
yes.
10,000. I
Holy
stopped
yes.
counting. Yeah.
Yes.
Between all the holistic modalities, I started teaching people there's more
Right.
to longevity and healing, and there's so much more that nobody knew about, even California, maybe LA and San Diego, but not in my little town where we were. So it just grew, and it grew because I learned to be an so the day I divorced about 10 years ago, and I walked into a B&I group, which is a business network group.
Right.
And I thought, I'm going to pass out some business cards. I'm divorced. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm on my own. I left a bad situation where I took nothing.
Wow.
So again,
Yeah.
starting over.
Mhm.
I keep starting over. And so I left that relationship. I walked into the B&I and I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a good businesswoman, but I got this little tiny wellness center. And they taught me how to be a good networker. They taught me how to speak.
Wow.
They taught me how to give and not take.
Yes.
And not expect. Don't walk into a business meeting expecting to get business. Walk in with the energy to give it.
Right.
And that's
you
the
do.
giver's game.
My
I
goodness,
do.
you have
Oh, I'm
energy
such
to
a
give.
good networker.
Yes,
I
you
love
are.
networking. Oh, I love it. It's like, how can I help you grow? You know?
Right. And I say before I go to these, how can I be like Cindy Kelly?
Ah!
Right? Like seriously, like I want to be more energetic. I want
I
to step
love
out of my
it.
box. I want
Oh
to
my
be like
gosh.
you. You're
I
awesome.
get high when I go to the Chamber of
Oh,
Commerce
I
Hollister.
can tell.
I'm like,
And not really. Like we should like clarify. Nobody's doing drugs here.
No.
You literally have this spirit,
I-
this aura about you that is
it's
just
an energy that
yes.
boosts me. Seeing
Yes.
all these business owners really wanting to help each other. You know, Daniel Corn at the Branson Roof Company. That guy just is my biggest fan, and he's just like brings people to me. You need to meet this. You need to meet. I'm like, oh, I love it.
Yes.
So
That's
I got
fantastic.
here originally. Had the business rolling. I had literally just signed a 5-year lease at my new place, or my regular place, and my mom and dad called. And they said, you know, we got a lot of medical stuff going on here. 2020's kind of knocked it down a little bit.
Right.
Maybe you should come and start your business here. And I'm like, oh, no.
Right? No.
I am fine here. I have a 5-acre ranch in California. My business is thriving. I am helping people here. She said, people need you here. And I'm like, nope. And then I prayed about it. And things just kind of was easy to step out of there. My people let me out of the lease.
Wow.
Didn't make me pay the 5-year lease.
Wow.
My mom and dad needed me here.
Okay.
And so here I am. It took me 7 trips to get here,
Oh my goodness.
all by myself, me and my dog.
And you drove.
And I drove. I drove every trip.
Oh,
Wow.
Every
my.
trip. We went through Arizona, New Mexico.
Wow.
We did it all.
How
We
many
just-
hours is that?
Oh golly, that's 2 or 3 days, depending what I'm driving,
right.
and depending how slow I'm going. I just hit, and that's when I listen to podcasts,
Oh, I bet.
and that's when I listen to Audible books on how to grow your business, and
Wow.
I listen to many how to thrive in Branson.
Right.
What's in Branson? Where is Branson? What's Branson all about? You know, I knew nothing about.
Wow.
I've only been in California, so I got here, and my parents were sick, you know, but they got better. And then they got better fast. And I'm like, then why am I here if I'm not going to take care of you?
Right.
So there's a purpose and a calling for me here. And I dove right into, on my 3rd or 4th trip here, I walked into the Hollister Chamber of Commerce and I told John Hagee, listen, I got about 7 or 8 trips. I need a Chamber of Commerce, a BNI. I need you to put together everybody I need to know in the wellness circle so I can start making those connections. And they did.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They did.
That's fantastic.
Alice gave me a folder.
Oh my
you know?
goodness.
So that's kind of how I'm here. And then organically just fell into Victorian Village. Somebody said, you should be there.
Right.
And great rent, great people. They said, literally, Tamara, the owner of the place, she said, we prayed you here.
Oh,
I'm like,
I
oh,
love
you're
it.
the one that got me here.
Yes.
Oh,
So
it's your fault.
Your fault that I'm here. Yes.
So they said, we are trying to turn this place in the Victorian Village into a beautiful, wellness, healthy, thriving place. And you're going to be a great add to us. So
Yeah.
here we go. Knock down
yeah.
some walls and hook up the plumbing for the Colonics business. And here we go.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'm here and I love it here. I do, but I'm exhausted. So
Absolutely. I can't even.
No,
I can't
I
even
can't-
Yeah.
fathom.
No.
7 trips alone. I'm just
7
like
trips.
mm.
7 trips. You know, because I have thousands of dollars of equipment.
Sure.
Right.
Like hyperbaric oxygen chambers, red light therapies, the whole colonic setup, just like it's a lot of stuff.
Right.
A lot of business equipment that I've accumulated over the years.
So when you got here to Branson with all of this stuff, how long did it take, and who did you hire to help you actually set all this up?
No one.
You did this all on your own.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my
So,
gosh! I
Wow.
The
can't
only
even
thing I
imagine.
couldn't bring in was my refrigerator.
Oh
But yeah,
Wow.
you just get that adrenaline
Right.
when you know something's got to get done. You know the story about the baby under the minivan, the mom picks up the
Oh,
minivan.
sure,
Right.
The adrenaline's
Right.
like, you just do it. You have this power in you that says, I don't know anybody, I don't know who to call yet, but I'm just going to do it. And then along the way, you do meet people that are like, do you need anything?
Right.
And so I literally had to lay down my guns
Yeah.
and ask for help.
Right.
Help
Yeah.
situating some stuff. And
Yeah.
even you walked in the other day and I'm like, can I put this here? What do you think about this? Can I move this?
Yeah.
I need that back,
Yes.
that feedback, you know? So like you said on a podcast the other day, I want people to tell me when
Yes.
something doesn't look right and something's
Absolutely.
not right and something doesn't go right. I want that. you know?
Absolutely.
I need that backup. I
Yeah.
need that criticism and
Well,
creative
I don't have criticism. I just want to say when I walk in your place, I'm like, I can
Yeah.
breathe.
I
Like
want
I
that.
really feel that.
I want that.
There's air. And
Yeah.
I have been in your oxygen chambers. I absolutely love them. I could stay there all day.
Awesome.
And it does give you that feel, that energetic
does.
feel.
It does.
And probably too much for a podcast, but I did do the colon cleanse as
Yeah.
well. And I also think that
Super
was
cool.
amazing. Yeah.
Super
yeah.
cool.
And Laura got to sit
know,
with
I-
me. So I don't have too many
It's
friends.
amazing.
I know.
Like,
It's
hey,
amazing.
come and look at my poop, right? Like,
It's amazing.
okay, wait, if you put that on there, I'm going to just scream. Anyway.
okay. Well, it's a modality that nobody knows about, really. You
Right.
know?
And nobody wants to talk about
nobody wants to
clearly
talk about it.
because here's my best friend, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, she's like, I got to go in with you. I've got to see this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So we
Yeah.
all did it,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
watching it happen. And then I just really felt relieved,
Yeah.
emptied, clean.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just a good way to
okay.
keep your colon rolling, and get things
Yes.
moving. You know,
Yes.
I have so many nicknames. My mom calls me Poopahantas. You know, like I have so many names.
That's great.
But I became popular for that more than the oxygen chambers. I became popular for that. So it's like people, even women at these big women's retreats. There's a
Right.
story where they're all on their bunk beds, and some lady comes out of the bathroom and says, "My stomach hurts so bad. I'm so constipated. I'm so got all this issues going on." And they tell me later that 4 of them said, "Go see Cindy."
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
You know, like they didn't even know each other.
No.
But go see Cindy. And I love fixing things. You know, fix the gut, and then everything else will just start
Absolutely.
falling into place.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what I'm known for is the gut queen.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes. And I heard somebody referred to as the poop lady, and I'm like,
Poop.
what?
Poop whisper.
And then after I did it, I was like, oh yeah, like you have to come
It's
and see
weird.
her.
It's not just cleaning out your fecal, it's cleaning out bad bacteria. And
Right.
we could talk for hours on that. That's
Oh
another
yeah, we
podcast.
could.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Worms, parasites, things that people have in their bellies that they don't even know they have in their bellies. Big bloaty thing.
Yeah.
I love watching you guys go, "Oh, my belly's all flat."
Yes.
So, but yeah, so moving the business was a challenge. Tell me, it was a challenge. But I just kept thinking, my parents need me. I'm going to go be with family. I'm going to restart the business, and I'm going to show Branson something they don't have.
Right.
No,
You don't have,
yeah, we don't have that here.
you have a lady here, but she's retired now, and I have her blessing.
Oh,
So I
Good.
put her in my chambers. But I wanted to really focus on how to longevity us.
Yeah.
And if we could clear the gut and oxygenate our bodies, half the battle right there. You know?
Wow.
Well, I know that when we moved from our 2-car garage to where we are now, it was like starting a whole new business.
Yeah.
Like, and then we were in the same town.
Yeah.
We didn't cross state lines
Yeah.
halfway across the country. I tell us about that whole journey of literally you may have been in business for 20 years,
Yeah.
but you started from scratch.
I'm
when you
starting
came
from
here.
scratch. So one thing that my tax man in California said, he said, "Listen, I know you're nervous. I'm
Mhm.
nervous. I'm not normally nervous about things, but it is starting all over." He said, "Listen, the one thing you got going for you, your energy."
Right.
He says,
Right.
"You're going to kill it. You're going to be great. You're going to show people how to be healthy and a different way of things." And he's like, "And then remember, just keep this in your head. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience."
Oh, I
love it.
love that.
So
I love,
Yes.
love, love
I
that.
took my experience of being a good networker or experience of being a people person. I love people.
Yes.
There is no stranger in my life. The guy at the liquor store just bought me a coffee because I'm like, "Hi, good morning. How are you?" Bought my coffee.
Yes.
You
Oh
know,
my gosh.
so I'm
That's
starting from
crazy.
experience. I know a lot about the gut.
Yeah.
I am the person you come to, and I'm very, very positive about I am the best.
Yeah.
You know, that's my gig.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to learn all that.
Right.
Basically, it is a God thing. I have to tell you, girls, it's a God thing. I just prayed all the way here. "Oh, Lord, let me find a good building. Let me find a good space. Let me find good people. Let me just organically meet the people in the health and wellness industry. Let them welcome me and not
Yes.
think I'm quackery."
Right. Right.
You know, because
Yeah.
some people can think, "What are you doing?" And so I think I already have about 500 clients.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It happens so fast. And I'm
Right.
like, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you,
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you, people."
Yeah.
You know, and every time someone leaves, I say, "Thank you for supporting me.
Mhm.
How can I serve you?" That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
main thing. How can I continue to serve you? What
Right.
do you need?
Well,
I
the thing
mean-
is also like I'm sure you had all your marketing and everything that you were doing in California. It's not necessarily that you could even piggyback on that here because
Okay, let me tell you how much I can't piggyback. So I got here. Oh golly! So I got here in January, and I immediately went to see my son in Virginia. Take a few weeks off. While I was in an airport, I got hacked. I
Oh,
got
no.
what my computer guy calls mega hacked. My
Oh, no.
Facebook, my business Facebook, my Venmo, my Zelle, my bank account, everything got hacked.
Oh, no.
So I was locked out of everything. So I'm actually starting all over with that too.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I can't get into my 15 years of
Oh,
Facebook posts.
wow.
And so I'm literally starting all over with that.
Mm.
But I can't get sad about that. I have to, my phone got hacked. I lost all my Facebook friends, my thousands of Facebook friends in California. So Jess from Jess Angel Beauty, she says, it's a clean slate.
It
That's
is
true.
a clean
That's
slate.
true.
Absolutely.
It's a clean slate, honey. You
Yeah.
could swing this a whole different way. And
It's a do-over.
it's a do-over. How many of us get a do-over?
Yeah.
She's like, you don't have to go on and delete people from California because they're not listening to me now. I can't say come in for a flash
Right.
sale of vitamins. So I really am starting over. So now I had to reach out to people and say, how do you market? How do you make a good video? How do you
Right.
make a commercial? Like the biggest thing I've had to do here is ask for help.
Sure.
And like I was telling you this morning, I am tripping on how awesome the business women groups are.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot of powerful business women empowerment groups, and I want in every one of them.
Yes.
And in California, I was a huge mentor, and I loved being a mentor. And, you know, I even took baby real estate ladies and said, here's how to walk up to a stranger.
Wow.
They were so scared. I'm like, you're in
Yeah.
real estate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You can't be scared of
You
real
can't
estate.
be scared. And
No.
I'm not a real estate. I don't know nothing about real estate, but I know how to be a people person. I know how to talk to strangers. And I know how to present myself and love on everybody. And so I loved being a mentor, but now I need mentored.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And isn't that great how God just provides you a place
Yeah.
where you can be mentored?
Yeah.
But also, I think that you're a mentor to other people too.
I hope
Because
so.
oh my gosh. I was just thinking as you say that, like, you've got to come back on now and talk to us about how do we walk up to people? How do we talk to
Yeah.
people? Because for me, I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
God.
do it. Hi, name is, screw it. Let's just go eat and get out of here.
my
You know what I
gosh.
mean?
And I'm the last one to leave at every one of these events.
You are,
I
right.
am the last one
Right.
to leave. I will talk to every single person. And in the parking lot, I'm leaving affirmation cards on every window.
Oh, I love it.
Like, it's just me. It's just
I still have your card of encouragement that I got from BNI when I came there, and then
Oh,
you gave those out. I'm like,
yeah.
it's in my purse, and it's actually my wallet.
I
in my
walk
purse.
around
I'll
with these
forget.
things in my pocket,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, hey.
And they out.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
Awesome.
That's what I do. So yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. People need to know I'm here.
Right. So you've been
And
here for a year?
I've been here for a year. So business. So my mom and dad were pretty good, and I said, okay, I got to get back to business.
Right.
I got to focus now. And so I found the Victorian Village in June. July, August, we redecorated, we painted, we did all that, and ribbon cutting in October.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hit
we
the
loved
ground
it.
running.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
I
did.
did. I was like, we can't slow down.
No.
So
Mm-mm.
take your vitamins,
Right.
take your vitamins, and
keep
drink
on
your
trucking.
water and keep on trucking. I've got to get busy because I still came with bills,
Oh, sure.
Of course.
Sure.
you know. And fortunately, my my ranch in California is rented, so that's all taken care of out there. But I'm on my 1 year goal to get my house,
Mm.
you know. So I've already got my real estate agent and already got that plan. But I write things on napkins at Chili's, you know, and then I take them home and clip them to my vision board.
There you go.
So every time I think of something, I'll write it down on a piece of paper and put it on the vision. You got to have a vision.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
But I love that. Maybe another podcast now. Look at you. You're just like this.
I'm
Because
ahead of the game. Yeah.
create a vision board for us.
Yeah.
How do we do that? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. We definitely need to have a
Yeah.
podcast.
Okay,
on
so
that.
I'll bring my vision boards in because
Yes.
Oh, that'd be
in
great.
California, when I divorced, I made a vision board. It's a big whiteboard. I made a vision board of how do I grow my business all by myself with no money.
Right.
I have nothing. I left with nothing. I left with a backpack. Long another story, but I grew it. Then on my vision board, how do I buy a house on my own? There's a vision board,
Right.
house, goal. Who's going to help me? What do I need? Taxes, whatever. And then my
Wow.
last vision board was how do I get to Branson successfully?
Wow.
So
Okay,
it
so
said
you did it.
Missouri at
Right.
the top.
Right.
Who's going to help me? What do I need? I need boxes. I need tape. I need mentors. I need people. I need chamber. I got here. I had the list. You got to have lists. You
Yes.
got to have that
Oh.
one book that
Yes.
goes with you everywhere. And I'm a little ADHD, if you ever know some. A little bit.
I
We've
hadn't
noticed.
noticed. No, I
We've
hadn't
noticed.
noticed at
A
all.
little bit squirrely. I keep a little tiny notepad in my pocket.
Okay.
I have to write things down so I don't get off track.
Okay.
And then I go home and transfer that to the big book.
Okay.
And I'm a checks and lists and notes and
And you get things done that
I
way.
get things
for
done.
Sure.
I get things done
No
because I have
kidding.
to at the end of the day see how many things I crossed off that list.
Right.
Sure.
And I'll stop at a certain point.
Right. I
But
know when I make lists, you know, like you just get more done,
you get more
honestly.
done.
And you feel better about it because you're like, done, done,
Yeah.
done, done. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also this year I got voted president of the
Yes, that's
B&I.
right.
Everybody's invited to my B&I group. It's really
Yes.
fun. We ring cowbells and we're happy. And but it's a business group where we bring you in, we let you talk about your business, and I bring people into the B&I it's every Wednesday morning at 7:30. I say, how can I grow you?
Right.
Not come and be me. We want you to join.
Yes.
Who can I introduce you to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's going to
Nice.
grow
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it comes back to me. It has come back to me. How can I just come in, set up shop, pop up a business, and go?
Yeah, I
And
don't know.
in B&I, they call it giver's gain.
Call it giver's
Yeah,
gain.
giver's gain. So you
I'm-
just give,
yeah.
right, and it does come back
Yeah.
to you when you gain. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my two things is giver's gain and always do good for others.
Yes.
If you strive to do good for others, it does come back to you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It really
I
does.
love that.
I do
I,
too.
I do.
So we are literally like 2 minutes away.
Ah!
I know.
Yes.
So, but I do want you to do this vision board thing. So maybe next
Yeah.
Tuesday you're
And you know,
available.
Right, right.
And you
What would you like
don't.
to come
I
in and
like
do
it.
that?
And you don't have to do the vision boards where the old school where you cut out the papers.
Right.
Get the markers and just write it down.
Oh no, I like the paper idea.
Yeah, you
I
can
want
do
the
paper.
vision.
I have
do.
paper ones. I do. And on one side, it's all my positive affirmations that I have to say to myself every single day. You are a Spartan. You can do this. You are powerful. You are loved. You are beautiful. I have to remember those words because
Right.
I look in the mirror. I'm like, you look old, and I have to be like,
Did
okay,
you hear
look
me?
beautiful.
She must have heard me this morning talking.
Because there's a new wrinkle there. And, but I have to look at my boards every day and no, we're doing good.
Good.
We're doing good, but business asks for help.
Yeah.
And
I love
women
it.
in business are ready to, there's this picture that I love. It's a bunch of women climbing up a mountain and the bottom one's helping up with the foot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just love that. And I want to
Yeah.
be the person lifting you up and
Right.
boosting you.
Oh,
And then
I
at
love
the
it.
end, they're going to reach down and pull you.
That's right.
Right.
You're not
I
stuck
love
down
it.
there. They're going to reach down and pull you.
And that's
So,
what we have here, women helping women.
Women
So
helping women.
thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you so much,
Thank-
Cindy,
yeah,
for
I
chatting
wanna
about this.
come back.
You've given us so
Yes.
many inspirational words,
I know.
too. So
I know. I'm just like, my head's
wow.
still kind of reeling, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. Like,
I
I don't
love
even
it.
know how she did it. I still have a lot of questions.
I know.
Me
and,
too.
and I could just talk about everything to everybody.
Yeah.
Good. Well, you're
And-
going to come back and chat
yeah.
with us, and we're going to have more conversations. Thank you so much, Cindy,
Thank
for
you.
joining us
Thank
today.
you.
This was fun.
Yes.
Have a
thank
great
you.
afternoon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And have a
It's fun.
healthy day.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.